Hello, today we will be working the difference quotient. This is our problem, 9x squared plus 6x, and this is our formula that we will be plugging the problem into. So what we want to do is, for our first step, plug 9x squared plus 6x into our formula. So to do that, we take our 9x plus h squared plus 6x plus h minus our problem for the f of x, which is 9x squared plus 6x. And we put it all over our h. Notice all I did was plug the problem into the formula. You want to make sure you bring your squared from the original problem over. That means you are squaring what is in parentheses, not the 9. So for our second step, all we're going to do is FOIL our parentheses, which means we're going to write x plus h multiplied by x plus h. You do your first, and that gives you x squared plus hx plus hx plus h squared. This is what you get when you multiply x plus h by x plus h. Now notice for our second step, what we're going to do is keep our x squared, but we are adding the coefficients. This is like having a 1hx and a 1hx, which when you add it, gives you 2hx. You do not do anything with exponents. It's strictly the coefficients. Then you do your plus h squared. So this is our solution. So now we take our solution and put it in place of our parentheses. So we bring our 9 down, x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Keep our 6x plus h and our minus 9x squared plus 6x. We don't change any of that. Make sure you're putting that in parentheses. And we're all over our h. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over to Amber.
Okay. The next thing we're going to do with our problem is distribute. So we're going to distribute our 9 to each of them. So it would be 9x squared plus 18xh plus 9h squared. Then we're going to go over here and we're going to distribute our 6. So plus 6h, or 6x plus 6h. And then here we're going to distribute our minus sign to each. So we have minus 9x squared minus 6x all over h. For our next step, we're going to cross out our like terms. So we have a positive 9x squared and a negative 9x squared. We have a positive 6x and a negative 6x. So now we're just going to bring down what we're left with which is 18xh plus 9h squared plus 6h all over h. Now with this problem, we have a common factor, which is h. So we're going to factor that out. So we're going to factor our h. What's left is 18x plus 9h plus 6 all over h. And then we can still cross out our h's because we're dividing. And that leaves us with our answer, 18x plus 9h plus 6 for our final answer. So our final answer to the problem 9x squared plus 6x is 18x plus 9h plus 6.